Hello everyone, it's the Robertson household again. We are doing a Facebook Friday recipe called the no-bake watermelon cake. This will be a two-part video. The first part of the video we are going to show you how to cut the watermelon, and this is our first attempt too, so please be gentle. But we're going to show you how to cut the watermelon for the watermelon cake, or my wonderful husband will be. Say hello, JC.
Hello.
And this is the other ingredients that you will need for the recipe that is on our Facebook Friday. It is Cool Whip, and there's some sliced almonds, blueberries, and raspberries. Now you can use the fruit of your choice, but I'm just going to use what was on the recipe that was shared on our I like that a lot Facebook Friday recipes, FBF recipe. But anyway, I'm going to pause the video and we're going to get started on showing you how to cut this watermelon. Okay, we've got the ingredients out of the way now, and we've got Mr. Robertson ready for his long bladed knife there to cut the watermelon. You do not want to use a regular steak knife for something like this, I'm sure. Once we get the watermelon cut, we're going to probably go ahead, because it has so much liquid in it, we're going to set it on something for it to drain for a couple of hours. What I've got here is something like a cooling rack that you would normally have for your cookies or something, and I've got it setting inside a broiler pan. And once JC has the watermelon cut, we will put it on top of this and put it in the fridge for at least an hour or two to make sure all of the juices, the extra juices, will drain out of it before you actually put your other ingredients on it. So again, that is why this is going to be a two-part video. And this one is on how to cut the watermelon for a no-bake watermelon cake for Facebook Friday recipe. All right, are you ready, Mr. Robertson?
Yeah, now this is our first time.
Yes, this is our first attempt, so please be gentle when watching this video. While he's cutting that, I'd like to say one of the number one reasons we're doing these videos, it is not to attempt to be anything like a professional cook or chef would be. These videos are for our children later to go back to if they want to try to make some of the same recipes that we cooked in our home. And it gives them something to go back and be able to view Dad on video and Mom, and just listening to us as a family in the kitchen cook together. So this is just something extra for Facebook Friday recipes. It's not really anything that I had required for the page. It's just something extra that we thought would be a good way of adding the family in it. As you can see, our children are running through the house just as they usually would be. So they're just as much a part of this video as the actual making of it. Wow. Well, we've got both of our ends off now, so we are now dealing with a more of a cake size, a double cake, or maybe even a triple cake size and height. And from what we saw in the picture, they had taken the blade and went all the way around the watermelon.
See how juicy it is? Probably gotta flip it and do it both ways.
Yeah, there is a lot of liquid in it, so yeah, I most definitely think it was a good idea to put it on the rack. Okay, and we're going to on the other side.
I'm gonna flip this and do it from the opposite side.
Okay. The picture that was in the actual recipe, I don't know if you guys noticed, but it looked like there were seeds in that watermelon. I don't know if that was just a mess up as far as the picture goes and they actually used a different watermelon, but we just decided to start with a seedless watermelon. Okay, we're going to go down the side now, so we'll be able to kind of break the rind away from the watermelon. Let's see how this is going to turn out. And voila, we have got the starting of a watermelon cake here.
And we'll have to shape it up.
Okay.
We're going to make it shorter. This will be my piece here, not the other ones.
Kind of sculpt this watermelon into the shape and size that we want it to be.
Okay, that's about the right height.
Okay.
Still get it square here. Okay.
Okay. Looking good, looking good.
We need to make a more circular.
Now all these little extra pieces are not going to go to waste, I promise you. Our family loves watermelon.
And all the imperfections of it is going to be filled in with what?
With we will ice-in the cake with whipped cream, and then we will add our fruit, which we've chosen blueberries and raspberries, just as what was on the recipe that's on the recipe page on Facebook, and almonds to the side.
I think we're pretty close.
All right, there y'all go. We've now got the making of our no-bake watermelon cake. We are going to set it over on this rack that the rime is on now, and we're going to let it sit in the fridge for a couple of hours so some of those extra juices can drain out, and hopefully that will help the Cool Whip stay on a little better. The recipe that I found didn't really give a lot of detail, but I do have another recipe that I plan to share from Miss Janie M. Bennett's page, and it's a little more detailed. So you could also find her view of how this recipe should be done. But this will be the end of this video, and this is how you can cut your watermelon to make a no-bake watermelon cake.